Would you like to talk? Would you like to talk?
No person is illegal on stolen land. This is Puvunga.
You are not officially from here. You guys are on native land.
Your president's a criminal. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, so hold on.
Like, what?
Away from their parents.
Okay, we're not Nazis.
What is a Nazi?
You.
She said she's gonna kill me.
How am I a Nazi? Wait. Hold on. How am I a Nazi, dude?
No, you're a Nazi.
I'm not a Nazi.
At all, bro.
How am I a Nazi?
Well, I think that
No.
honestly,
Like, tell me, honestly.
What is a Nazi?
I don't think I have to really debate.
Take me, bro. Give me the sign.
Boy, get off me, boy. What's up?
What? You want to? You can't steal stuff, man.
I'm not stealing it.
Wait, you just threw it.
I just threw it, yeah. I didn't steal it, dumbass.
Demoralization now reaches such areas where previously not even Comrade Andropov and all his experts would even dream of such a tremendous success. Most of it is done by Americans to Americans, thanks to lack of moral standard. A person who was demoralized is unable to assess true information. The facts tell nothing to him. When a military boot crashes his balls, then he will understand.
And then it'll be too late. I swear, I could end the video there. James Klug, guy with the microphone there, he does a lot of man-on-the-street stuff. I think he had Cam Higsby with him. I think that's his name. Went to a university in Southern California, had a sign that says, "We support mass deportations." Those couple clips were the bulk of the responses that they got on that day. As I watched them, in my head, all I could hear was that old KGB guy and how it'll end up just being Americans on Americans. How demoralized most this country actually is. Look no further than the education system, the university system, Department of Education. It's all been hijacked by just Marxist, anti-American for the last, God, probably since late 90s, early 2000s. There's been a real push teaching these types of kids. Hateful, spiteful babies is what they are. Most of these kids have never been pushed in their life about anything they think, what they believe, why they believe it, why they think it. I almost don't know what to say watching these people. When nobody takes the torch shining to the country of what our values are, what the standards should be, what type of people we should be raising, what the important issues, we've gotten everything precisely opposite of that. There you go.
It's a proper understanding of the 14th Amendment, which applies to Americans such as you, such as him, such as me, but does not apply to technically. I mean, it's never been, it needs to be debated in the Supreme Court.
Is American strictly white?
Fucking God. I swear, bro, like these people don't even listen. And they're only waiting you out. There is no understanding with these people. He told you.
Americans such as you, such as...
You were included in that. You're an American. Please don't flirt with me, Shorty. I can't imagine anybody's flirting with you. Holy shit. Yes, Shorty, you're American. It says more about them than it actually does anybody else. They can only think of immigrants as being anybody not white. Yeah, immigrants can be white too, and if they're here illegally, they can get the fuck out.
No.
Okay, then who are you deporting?
People that are in the country illegally.
Oh, you fucking airhead. Holy shit.
Do you mind if I ask you, what should the punishment be for entering the country illegally? What should the punishment be?
Most definitely. It's not even about a punishment. It's about how do we resolve a process that has made it so hard that people feel that the only way they can get in here is sneak in.
No, bottom line.
It was way easier for white people to steal and rape and get land than it was for them to ask. Way easier for white people to steal and rape.
Wait. Yo asked what should the punishment be for people who come in here illegally. Well, it's easier for white people to steal and rape. You get a good vibe for how these people think? I'll tell you, it's not too deep. Everything in their brain revolves around race, racism, fuck whites, black power, slavery. That's it.
I think she's talking about
how y'all just entered, pillaged
everyone. Okay,
not me, but I see what
I
you're saying.
never said you. I
Hey y'all, would you not take that as me saying you?
said your ancestors, the pilgrims that came here, they killed, still destroyed my family.
That's all we've taught these kids. There are teachers who believe that what they're doing is the right thing, positive for future generations to come, indoctrinating these kids. That may be just free domain for everybody, because like not everybody can handle it. Not everybody has the brain power to walk themselves through issues, problems one by one without just bringing all the baggage of shallow fucking like vision of what the world is and what people are. It's impossible to get through to these people.
Arrests nearly 200 Tren de Aragua members, prepares deportation flights to Venezuela. This was just a report that I pulled up from February 5th, but this is what being widely reported on. This is one of the most violent gangs in the world that Joe Biden and his open border Democrats imported.
She's talking as he's saying something. You're supposed to be trying to understand one another, not even looking, just waiting for him to finish it so she can blurt this bullshit out.
To terrorize the United States, which is just really loving and amazing.
Yeah, you know it's also one of the most violent gangs in America? Proud Boys.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
With complete fucking confidence, with a straight face, with the arrogance and attitude of, how couldn't you know that the Proud Boys are the most violent gang in America? Yo, they're in college, bro. They're in a university, higher learning. It's not bad enough like the K through 12 education and how shit that is, and who knows what half of them are fucking learning. If they go to a college, if they go to a university, they're not going for engineering, lawyer, a doctor, and even then I'm sure most of that shit has just become infested with this sucker woke DEI bullshit. What do you think these people are going to be like after college? What could you imagine their future is after they finish college and all they've learned is to be airheads like this woman? Just completely stupid. I know that sounds mean. These people are fucking stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
Not by a long shot, actually.
Not by a long shot. Okay, how about the KKK then? They're a gang.
Name me one murder the KKK has committed in the last 20 years.
Oh, honey.
No. Let her answer.
Oh, honey.
That's fine.
In the last 20 years?
Yeah,
in the last 20 years. One, I can't give you an example, but they have a hard...
The most violent gang in the U.S.? You
Oh,
can't
yeah,
give one
absolutely.
example of a murder over the last 20 years?
Lynchings, honey. Lynchings by lynching.
When? 50 years ago? They're not a pertinent problem right now, right? We should be focused on
They're
people who
not
are
a
actively
pertinent problem
slaughtering
right
people
now?
in mass.
Oh my gosh, your brains are tiny.
Oh my God. All it ultimately is, bro, is they're hammered with this shit. Every bit of information, channels, videos, everything they take in, affirming this stuff. That she has got something to fear from the KKK and the Proud Boys. Shorty brought up lynchings. Fucking lynchings. The nerve to say somebody's got a tiny fucking brain. I wish I could have that type of arrogance. Like, I wish I could be so fucking wrong on something, yet not listen to anybody contrary to it. God, like, you're fucking in college. You're in fucking college.
Tren de Aragua is way more violent than the
hurting
KKK.
American people. These are the examples that you're giving me. I'm giving you examples. I'm saying that Proud Boys are the largest gang in America. That KKK is the largest gang in America.
You're saying that Proud Boys are the largest gang in America?
Most violent, excuse my language.
What is your basis for saying that, if you don't mind me asking?
I'll pull it up.
My man, you want to come?
I just want to know your guys' argument.
Our position?
Yeah, I just want to know why you believe what you believe. Because I feel like you're asking her lots of questions.
We're asking her a lot of fucking questions because she's talking out of her asshole. And of course she couldn't find it. Of course she couldn't fucking find that KKK and the Proud Boys are the biggest gangs in America. Like, I'm not even going to address the Proud Boys at this point because what's there, a couple hundred of them in the goddamn country? Like maybe a couple thousand in total in the fucking whole country. Bro, how many fucking gangster disciples, you think there is? How many Bloods you think there are in America? Man, what was that stat? It was something like, dude, like, don't quote me because, like, it's not going to be, like, perfectly right here. It's something along the lines of, if you removed the 10 biggest cities in the country, biggest cities with like the highest murder rates in the country, if you removed them from like the count, the overall murders in the country, bro, we'd be like under like fucking Sweden or something. The bulk of all the violent crime, the bulk of the gangs, the murder, their actual like true like violence in this country is committed in cities, committed by a very small fucking portion of the goddamn population. But this woman will believe, she believed this believing that everything she thought going into it is still the right thing. And those guys she was just talking to are the tiny brained ones. It's magic.
Do we hold people accountable for the sins of their fathers?
Yeah,
Yes.
Why?
Actually had to think about it. She actually had to fucking think about it until someone else announced yes.
Yes.
Why?
Because you didn't know what to answer to that. Because you have no idea. Like most of you motherfuckers haven't thought through a single fucking sentence of any of the bullshit y'all actually fucking believe. God forbid you get asked a question that you can't begin to like wonder yes or no to the answer of. You hear one motherfucker that you're out there that you know is on your side, as stupid as the whole group of y'all is. Yes, of course we hold people responsible for the sins of their fathers. This should scare you. I know most motherfuckers like hear me talk and they're like, oh, I don't give a fuck. It's not affecting me any. You won't until it's fucking banging down your door. What's his name said at the beginning? You won't understand it until the military boot is crushing your balls. By then it's too fucking late, and everybody who told you from then till now, check all this shit. Man, I got other shit going on. I got a life and a career and a family and all this stuff. I can't be bothered with this. As the whole country crumbles from beneath your feet.
Why? Why? So if your great
I need you to step
grandmother.
back, sir. I feel threatened.
You're a liar. All y'all are liars, but that was an especially fucking big lie. Jordy, I can't imagine much threatened you at all. One crooked sentence said to these people, like, dude, it would send them over the top and they'd be ready to kill these motherfuckers. They'd be ripping them apart. Pouring drinks on their head walking by, fucking crowd cheering when they do it. Bro, that's kid shit. That's like third grader type shit. What these people really are mentally, they're fucking just grown children. This is what people are going into debt for going to school. Bro, there's teachers who are teaching these kids this stuff, and not for a second recognizing just how ugly and dangerous it all really is.
If your great-great-grandfather was a slave owner who raped your great-great-grandmother...
was a slave owner.
Okay, so how are you any better than me if your great-great-grandfather was a slave owner?
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is clown in the back doing?
Great-great-grandfather was a slave owner.
It's a good fucking question. You say that people are responsible for the sins of their fathers, but yet you aren't.
The sins of your father. The sins of your father.
The sins of my father, the only reason I came to be like that is because you guys' ancestors raped. My blackness has really came into my life, and I personally associate with my blackness more than I'm saying, oh, a culture that...
You're literally connected to a slave owner. You feel no shame for that. Why would I? But you and y'all. Well, I mean, not you, but y'all. Why wouldn't they use it when it's that simple? Blatantly racist people on the planet. Blatantly. No dog whistles, no fucking coded language. It is every bit of what that dude was talking about at the beginning. Holding everybody to a standard that everybody should be held to. You want this out of these people? Who are you not to do the same? These people don't have that. There is no mutual respect between these people. How motherfuckers get caught up in this shit, bro? Like, it's... No doubt about it, it's taken a real long time to get it. Just the hole is just as deep as it's gotten. You give these motherfuckers the reins tomorrow. Our turn. We need to feel even.
What should the punishment be for entering the country uninvited?
You guys, white people entered the country
Bro, it's all they got. Just coming in here by the hundreds of thousands every fucking month illegally. Well, I mean, you're white. You're white. You know? Look at all the stuff the white people did in the past. It's fucking corny.
Do you think that the process of them coming from whatever country they're coming from to America is an easy process?
Why should it be easy?
Yeah, I don't what's...
It shouldn't be. Hard as it was a month ago, I'd argue we need to make it about 2, maybe 3 times harder than that. Fucking cope.
These are people that need help, right? These are people that are either getting killed in their country.
Do you give money to every homeless person you see on the street?
I actually do.
Every single one?
I actually do.
I find that very difficult.
You're a fucking liar.
Slavery was not that long ago. Everybody's trying to make it seem like it
But
was
what does slavery have to do with this?
What does it have to do with deporting people that are in the country illegally?
At the end of the day, it's racial prejudice.
White people.
You breathe in and out race every fucking breath you take. Just can't imagine other people that don't live like that. It's, oh, you're just white. Wouldn't do it if they weren't white. Yeah, I would. Foundation of all of this. Nothing but Marxist fucking revisionist rewriting of everything that's ever been. They just cannot disconnect anything. It's like, it's magic.
So this doesn't affect you at all. You don't see it firsthand.
We're talking about illegal immigrants, not immigrants.
Not cut me off. Thank you.
Don't interrupt me anymore, okay? Yeah, fuck you.
So this doesn't affect you at all. So you don't understand how it feels to see your family going through in their home country, telling you about how people are getting killed, raped, having their homes destroyed at mass rates. you don't have a personal connection to it.
None of you motherfuckers standing here spouting this bullshit do either. Shorty, like, yo, you look like you're eating fucking better than everybody in this goddamn group. The audacity to tell somebody what they have or haven't felt when you haven't felt it either. Fuck!
Hold on.
Don't put no camera in my face.
If you're talking, let's go.
Come on.
Don't put me in the video. Hey, group of zombies, help keep me off of the camera that I brought myself to.
You all are colonizers. Toxic whiteness.
Toxic whiteness. Hey, there's only one behavior that is destructive to the United States, and it's your behavior right now, sir.
A fucking men to that. This Marxist, racist as fuck. God, I hope this dude ain't a professor, but I really wouldn't be that surprised if he was, because dude looks early 40s at least. Y'all, right? Motherfuckers love giving that y'all out to everybody else. Don't try and flip that y'all on them, bro. They would break. They're emotionally, mentally, spiritually, every fucking way you can imagine. Drop a y'all on one of them, bro, it would break their fucking brains.
It's you. Yes. How's my behavior? I told you don't put that in my face. I'm gonna tell you again. Don't put it in my face.
Then go some fucking where else. Like, you're 40. You're 40. A fucking 40-year-old grown-ass man acting like a 10-year-old would.
You guys, it's public property.
Everywhere you've been in the
world. I know that we're not familiar
you've been
with
in
the Constitution. I have a constitutional right to be.
What do you mean by you? Everywhere you've been in the world. These motherfuckers don't want that shit, right? Like, I'd imagine, like, if you polled a big chunk of them, like, they wouldn't want the world where, like, white people are talking about because of you, because of y'all, because of black people. Everywhere you go, bro, it's completely acceptable racism is what it is. It's not reverse racism. It's not any other kind of racism. It's just plain old fucking racist. But you've been raised in a world with such a big double standard, such fucking hypocrites. How truly racist you motherfuckers actually are.
Free speech right. I have a free speech right to be having these conversations and filming.
Not what you want, but it's just stop putting this. Stop putting the camera and the mic in my face. I'm talking to you as a person.
Have this demand on everybody else while they don't succumb to any of it. How could you ever imagine that we ever get better with people living like this? With people acting this out in like real life? How we're teaching people to think this fucking way. Like, if you can't imagine the problems with all of this, I'd argue you are a big chunk of the reason why not everybody, I guess, deserves freedom. Y'all can't handle it. You want control so bad that you would advocate that people have fought hard to get past. Dude, like, where's like the fucking end of this ride? Like, I just want to get off at this point. I just want to get far, far away from people like this. It's never going to get better, bro, unless everybody starts calling it out. It's a double standard, and you're being racist. Stop fucking being racist.
This is what I said.
If I say that I am going to be talking to you, if you're going to...
He don't want to hear you, James. None of these people want to hear you. What you're thinking, what you believe or why you believe it. I will tell you everything. I don't want to hear anything from you, and then I will tell you what you think after I never listened to you to begin with.
Talk to me, I'm going to talk to you with a mic. Is that cool?
Okay. So let me say this.
I'm James, by the way. What's your name?
Typical toxic whiteness. Everywhere y'all go,
do you think that's an appropriate way to address a fellow American by the color of their skin?
Y'all mess up other people's countries. They come here, then you want to tell them to get out. You ought to get out because y'all took the land from the Native Americans. Yes, sir. And all the messed up treaties that y'all forfeited.
And then the Native American tribes were taking land for one another because there was a culture of raiding.
But that had nothing to do with you.
And then there was a war, and then California. Well, you
don't take nothing.
Your ignorance in this issue is astounding.
The arrogance to boot. It's fucking like the double of fucking astounding.
Talk about the cartel. The American government funded the cartel. They built the cartel. The cartel would not be what it is without America.
You being against this is actually helping to enrich the cartels wilder than their most amazing dreams. I mean,
money. You said, what are you talking about? Me? I haven't done nothing to help the cartel.
No,
American government support.
You all did this. I have nothing to do with that. You get it? They'll give you the blame for everything, and I swear the teachers all know what they're doing. They have to at this point. Picture like the sheer damage they're doing teaching these kids this stuff. Like, fuck me, man.
Speak on the terms of how much, like, you can't gauge racism.
I'm an American. I can speak on behalf of Americans.
Racism? No, you haven't.
Of course I have. I experienced more racism from left-wing radicals than you guys for sure.
Look at that face.
Then
Then you guys for sure.
How convenient is that? Who wouldn't take advantage of that, I guess, ultimately? It would take like an honestly, really honest person to not take advantage of that. When you give it to them, you've given it to them since kindergarten. You can't feel racism. Bro, like I don't even know what to tell you anymore. What do you think this does to better anything for anybody ever?
And why there are gangbangers, or you just think it's like, oh, these people just go around killing people? Like, do you understand the history behind gangbangers to begin with?
To be honest, I don't really care. I don't want them. I don't want them in my country.
But it matters though. The reason why gangbangers were created.
I don't want illegal.
Oh my God, bro. Like, yo, you feel retarded even listening to them. Sending like your child to school. They come home for Christmas break and this is how they're acting now. Yo, you fucking watch these kids. Yo, this one dude standing here with a Marc Jacobs fucking tote bag. Probably fucking $200 goddamn fucking canvas tote bag. They're oppressed. They're living as hard, if not harder, than the people that were fighting for civil rights in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Bro, that's the magic to all this. These people don't give a fuck, bro. They don't give a fuck about America. Gangbangers weren't made because of fucking racism. Bro, it's the answer to everything. Why are eggs so goddamn much? Fucking white people. Why is gas so high? Fucking white people. Fucking racism. Paying $6 a gallon for gas because of fucking racism. I'm sure I would fucking put money that there is a professor somewhere, there's a study, there's a paper, because of fucking racism. Or white people. One of the two. Gas prices are so high. Prove me wrong, I'd fucking love to be shown it.
The fact of why people come here. People don't come here for funsies. America's not this great country that you painted out to be. People come here because they need to without a necessity.
So it goes back to this fundamental question. If I felt I needed to steal from you to survive, does that justify me violating your rights?
Hypothetically, if I owned a grocery store and somebody was on the street starving and they came and stole from my grocery store, I know I would not be mad.
What if they did it every single day?
They need to eat.
What if 10 more? What if 10 more came? What if 10 more came?
And it is what it is. I feel like you guys are neglecting human rights. Do you not care about human beings?
You talk like you've never worked for a single thing in your life. That's exactly how that comes across. So what? Shorty, then you be out of business. And within a month, you be just as downridden as they are. Let's have some sort of like moral high ground in this argument, as if you would just let people steal your shit. Like, bro, these are the people we're teaching. These are the people we're fucking training for the future of the country. Utter fucking idiots. Not only just utter idiots, but racist. Tell me that's not a dangerous fucking combination. It's gonna be incumbent upon smart people, rational people, reasonable people, tamp this shit down a little bit. Especially about this woman particularly. She's like the biggest liar of all of them. This is the same chick that talk about she gives every homeless person she sees money, and she's never worked for nothing in her life. Shorty, you're winning. You're fucking winning, and because of how awesome this country is what has allowed you to do it. Like, sorry you can't recognize that.
So for the price of one you can hire 100 illegal immigrants. You can never compete with those people.
Hiring?
Farmers who should also be in jail.
Who brings them here?
What do you mean? The cartel brings them here.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do, you fucking airhead. Bro got the camera out like he's just schooling these two. Sounding a complete clown. Yo said, no they don't. Yes, they fucking do. I guess it's just to agree at all. They can't agree. You cannot agree with somebody you've deemed a Nazi, a racist, a KKK member. There is no common ground. You know Nazis brush their fucking teeth. Brushing your teeth, you're doing the same shit Nazis did. How you gonna stop brushing your teeth? Bro, you're trying to reason with just the unreasonable, and it cannot be done. It's a shame, bro, that we've just let this get as ugly as we have.
You're telling me that if you had the option to, you would go out there and pick berries.
There it is. Who's gonna pick the tomatoes? Who's gonna pick the tomatoes? You're either gonna pay somebody what it's worth, or you're not growing fucking tomatoes. And now watch Shorty double down and destroy her own argument, yet, oh the beauty of fucking yet, she is far too a believer to ever recognize that she destroys her own argument.
I'm not saying I would do that.
You're not advocating for illegal, for exploiting illegal cheap labor, are you? Right now?
No. We're talking about the fact that
the people.
But you're just asking the question. You're not actually advocating that position, are you?
Most people who are taking these jobs are people who need the jobs and are here illegally. Yes, but it's also jobs that American people don't want to take.
That's not true.
Oh, if it's not at least minimum wage or more, they don't want the job, which is fair enough. But you can't be mad at somebody who's doing the job for cheaper.
The job would be minimum wage if they were hiring legal citizens, but they're not, and that's why they pay less.
Duh! Like, if you're gonna work there, like, you should at least get minimum wage, but if somebody's willing to take less illegally, here illegally. You know, you can't be mad at them. Yeah, you can. And that's what's helping fuck the economy up. That's what's helping have a hand in fucking all this shit up. You have to fucking get it, right? Of course they don't.
The illegal people aren't coming over here forcing these predominantly white-owned businesses to pay them cheaper. They're not. Don't try to play the game, because we've seen it. The way rich white people control the wealth.
You get it? You get it? There's really not a lot to it. Just blame everything on white people. You win. Here's a diploma.
How a lot of the people that support or are against mass deportations, they don't care about the law. They also don't happen to like their country. You tend to protect what you love in this world. You would probably go really far to protect your family, but you obviously don't care about America that much to protect the United States. I know. And that breaks my heart. That breaks my heart.
I'm a Nigerian American. I really don't give a fuck about America, if I'm being quite honest.
So your position makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, it does. Because my mom is an immigrant. My dad is an immigrant.
Bro, they'll tell you they hate America.
I really don't give a fuck about America, if I'm being quite honest.
They'll tell you to your face. It's not a secret. These people hate America. They hate y'all. They hate you. Just go further in debt getting that fucking education. This is how they do it. That's how they've done it. That's how they're going to continue to do it. Until, like, somebody with some fucking balls comes around here and actually stops it. Because, like, it's so pointless. Well, actually, it's not even pointless. It's actually negative. The opposite of pointless. Like, there's definitely a point to it. Fuck America. Fuck y'all. Fuck you. Well, no, actually, not fuck you, but fuck y'all. See how it works? My parents are immigrants. Shorty, your parents aren't the ones we got a problem with. Not once in that fucking entire discourse did anybody say your parents shouldn't have been able to come here. They came here to give you the life they've given you. That was like every intention of why your parents came here to begin with. Because wherever the fuck they come from, they obviously weren't going to get it there. They actually fulfill that American dream. They come to America with a dream of creating a better life for themselves and their future children. They've done it, and they only raise children to spit and hate the place they brought them to. Huh, y'all? You? Huh, you? Yeah, fuck you.